start of our topics today. So I'm sure you're familiar with the company of Amazon, known for selling for their e-commerce platforms, selling a lot of electronics, a lot of goods online. But with technology comes with many dilemmas, especially for a consumer. If you're going to buy online, how do you decide which products to purchase? Now, obviously, there are many sellers online that sells the same products with different branding. So how do you decide which one to purchase? Is brand A better than brand B, or whichever, or if you have many more choices? Now, obviously, we've come to rely on one of the key features, which is our main topic today, regarding the product reviews. Now, obviously, the product reviews has been a staple not just for Amazon but for many other e-commerce platform. Now, the main issue here is that the reliability of those reviewers per se, and in particular, Amazon, based on the article, have to take down or had took down, I forgot, the 5-star rating reviewer. So, what led to this point? Let's take a closer look. So as you can see here, so Amazon had to take down the reviewer, not just any reviewer, but that their top reviewers, because of fraudulent practices. Now, they've been making tens of even thousands of product reviews, actually 20,000 product reviews. And, the Financial Times investigated this issue and they were surprised to find out. An example of this is, what's the name here? Justin Fryer, who is a top reviewer in the United Kingdom, was thought to have been fraudulent in terms of his reviews, meaning in exchange for, 5-star review, there's a services rendered in a sense. What do we mean? So in terms of giving free product, that's one. Also, obviously giving a over glowing review, and to the point of even getting some extra payment. So you get paid for doing the review. Now, obviously, if you are Amazon, this is not a practice that you are, what do you call this? That's something that they allow. This is not one of their policies. And how does this came about? Now, obviously, is it the fault of the reviewer? Yeah, you could say that. But again, it has to, both parties to be working in tandem, meaning the seller as well as the reviewer. Obviously, if you're the seller, your primary goal here is to sell as many products as you can. In particular, if you're a startup company, you're competing with several other sellers here. So how can you compete with those companies that are already doing well? Now, obviously, on their part, one of their key strategies in order to compete is obviously to do some shady gray area strategies that would compel customers to see, if they see a glowing review, even a 5-star review, then they might consider purchasing that product per se. Even I would even consider that, but obviously, not just in Amazon, locally we have Lazada, Shopee, and so forth. One tends to lean towards that has a good review or even a great review over versus there's no review. But obviously, that is subjective because it can be manipulated, like the case here is. And as I mentioned, this was reported by the Financial Times, as I mentioned, early in August. And obviously, the fake reviews is not just an isolated issue and has been rampant for many, many years. And according to the statistics here, 58% of products on Amazon in the United Kingdom have fake, not fake products, but they have fake reviews, meaning whether they're bought, embellished, and so forth. So how do you know now which one to trust? Is the product reliable? Is the review reliable? And so forth. So this can be confusing, especially if you're a consumer that, especially with the pandemic, people are stuck at home, working from home. So they have to buy their products online. It's more convenient, obviously, and people are apprehensive going out and buying their products. And it's not just the top reviewers is the problem here. On the same related topic, Amazon is filled with fake reviews galore. So it's not just the top reviewers that are problematic in the for Amazon, it's also everyone else. Well, not majority, but there's a big portion, as I mentioned earlier. And obviously here, if you're a customer, is the feedback reliable? Can it be trusted? And obviously, if this is going to be a commonality in the future and moving forward, then how can people trust the product that you're selling? Now, obviously, this goes back to Amazon's policies. What can they do to protect the interest of the consumers? Now, obviously, there are bad actors, as mentioned, getting paid for positive reviews, and obviously getting click farms for outvote negative reviews. So there are manipulative ways to improve the credibility of said product, but it can go either way. Now, one of the key points here, as mentioned, so it's not just the top reviewer that are getting paid in exchange of money, as well as for every positive review they get $6. So it can be a lucrative job if you're a reviewer and you get to post hundreds or even thousands of positive reviews and get paid along the way. Now, obviously, the fake reviews have boosted the unsafe product. So, obviously, Amazon has to be a major component here. How do you protect the interest of your consumers here? And, what's amazing here is that Amazon is known for their advanced technology, for their machine learning tools to understand what the customer behavior is, what their preference are, what products they interest in. But when you talk of protection here, how come they're having a difficulty, what do you call this? They're having a difficulty negating the fake reviewers here. I think that's something that they need to invest in heavily, because, personally, if I buy things online, I tend to only purchase items that are considered affordable. If it's in the hundreds or even thousands pesos, if it's ranging from 10,000 and above, I tend to look elsewhere, go to the actual shop or go to a store to purchase a more expensive item, because that's a big risk on my part if you're going to buy something that expensive and you can't trust the review there, or you can't trust the seller if the actual product is what it's supposed to be.